Welcome to your heart opening chakra yoga class. This class is designed with poses that will open up the chest to activate the heart center. We will also be practicing a pranayama of bee's breath, which energetically emanates its vibration to and from the heart. Enjoy! If you wish, you may want to use a block and cushion for today's class. Starting off in Shavasana by coming back onto the back of the body, separating the feet and the legs from one another, bringing the hands and the arms out from the body, and relaxing here. Bringing the awareness to the body, seeing if you can't imagine or visualize a bright green light coming from within the chest, more specifically behind the sternum and in line with the heart. If it helps, you can pat or tap that area in the chest lightly with your fingers to get a sense of that area, and to also bring the physical awareness to that part of the body. Now beginning to visualize or imagine a white light shining through that heart space, feeling the warmth within the chest. This is the chakra that we will be focusing on today, Anahata, or more commonly known as the heart chakra. So when you are practicing yoga today in this class, feel free to bring the awareness to this area, visualize or imagine, and perhaps feel this green circle of light. Getting ready to come into shoulder pose by bringing the feet to the mat, tucking those shoulder blades underneath the body, holding the sole of the foot with the hand, and coming up off the buttocks, pushing the pelvis up into the air. Noticing how the abdomen opens and stretches from the rib cage down, how those shoulders open up as you pull them onto the back, exposing that heart chakra, Anahata. Imagining it, visualizing it, or feeling it, if that feels good for you. Bringing the buttocks down to the mat and taking a moment to stretch the legs out long. Resting here in Shavasana for a moment. Getting ready to come into fish pose, coming up into seated with the legs long, coming back to rest down on the elbows. Bringing the fingertips to tuck just under the buttocks. As you exhale, mindfully bring the head back, bending at the neck. Making sure the head and the neck are supported with those elbows underneath the shoulders. Next, I'll talk you through how to come into fish pose with a block and a cushion for a more supported experience. Bringing your cushion up where your head would lie and bringing your block underneath the back, situating it lengthwise in between the shoulders. Now, gently coming onto the block with the elbows on the floor, supporting the body, feeling that block in between the shoulders. And now, as you come down, you will want the back of the head to rest on that block. Also bringing the cushion underneath the head so that the head is fully supported as you are in this expression. Bringing the arms out to the side, feeling that chest really open as gravity just pulls down the shoulders. Taking this opportunity to really connect with your heart chakra, Anahata chakra. In whichever expression you are in, getting ready to come out of this pose by grounding down in those elbows, protecting the neck as you come up into seated. Next, we'll be making our way into camel. So coming onto the knees, standing onto the knees. Now for camel, we will bring one hand at a time back onto the heels of the feet, mindfully preparing the body for this. If it feels more comfortable for you, you can tuck the toes, bringing the heels up into the sky just a bit more to make that connection with the hand on that heel. So as you exhale, coming back into camel, putting the hands on the heels of the feet. If it's more comfortable for you, you can just do one hand for half camel. But wherever you are, coming back, tilting the head back and feeling that stretch through the front body. Really connecting with that heart center as this pose opens and exposes that area. Preparing to mindfully come out of this pose by strengthening the abdomen and coming up. Taking a moment here to catch the breath, to ground down, to restore. And when you're ready, coming back down into your expression of camel, whether that be half camel or full camel. If you are doing half camel, try coming down into the other side, the opposite side of your camel expression prior to this one. preparing to mindfully come up from camel, hands on the hips, resting here for a moment. And coming into camel one last time for however long feels best for you. And when you're ready, coming out of camel and coming on to the buttocks, whether that's sitting cross-legged or on the feet, whatever feels most comfortable and restorative here for you. Next we'll be coming into double angle. So if you could please come up into a standing position, perhaps in the middle of your mat, grounding down through the feet. Feet are about hip distant apart. Grasping the hands behind the back, really pulling the shoulder back. Getting ready to also hinge at the hips. So we will want to hinge at the hips and create what we can of a 90-degree angle. So coming down, bending at those hips, bringing the hands up and the arms straight behind the back. Opening that chest and shining the heart down to the mat. And when you're ready, coming up into standing. As you exhale, coming down into double angle pose. Stretching those hands and arms back behind you. And inhale, coming back up. Exhale, coming down. And inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down one more time. And inhale, coming up. Next, getting ready for one-legged prayer by grounding down into that left foot. Placing the right foot either against the ankles, on the calf, or up into the thigh area, but not bringing it directly onto the knee. And bringing the hands up to heart center, focusing your vision on something in front of you to help you maintain this balance. Tuning in to that heart chakra, to Anahata chakra. Anahata is the yogic or Sanskrit term for heart chakra. Mindfully bringing that right foot to meet the left, bringing the hands down to the sides, getting ready for one-legged prayer on the other side. So grounding down through that right foot, bringing the left foot either to the ankles, the calf, or the thigh, not on the knee. If you place the foot on the knee, it creates a natural movement within that knee. So settling in here, finding your focal point. And bringing that left foot down to meet the right. Hands also come down to the side, shaking it out. Maybe bringing the shoulders up, the ears and back. Coming down onto the belly, lying flat out onto the mat. Hands resting underneath the head, head resting on top of the hands. If it feels good for you, bringing the right ear down, resting on the hand. Getting ready for snake pose by bringing the hands and the arms back behind the back, interlocking the fingers with one another. Exhale, and as you inhale, filling up the belly, reaching the arms back, pulling the shoulders and the chest up off the mat. Feeling that stretch through the upper back, opening the chest, really taking in breath here. As you exhale, coming down onto the mat, resting the chest and the head onto the mat. Resting here for a moment. Exhale, and as you inhale, stretching those arms back, bringing the chest and head up off the mat. Feel as though a rope were pulling on those hands and bringing the arms and the shoulders back even further. As you exhale, coming back down to the mat, resting the chest and the head on the floor. Exhale, and as you inhale, coming up off the mat. And exhale, coming back down onto the mat. Separate those fingers, those hands. Exhale, and as you inhale, coming up off the mat one more time into snake pose. And exhale, coming back down onto the mat. Bringing the hands underneath the head and turning the face so that the opposite ear lies on the hand. Coming into a seated position, we are going to be coming into our bee breath pranayama. If you have your cushion close by, this would be a nice comfy seat for when we practice our breath. Or if it feels more comfortable, sitting on the mat, finding a seated position that you can get comfortable in. Start by bringing the arms up to the side, bending at the elbows. Plugging the ears with the index fingers or bringing the earlobe into the ears to plug the ears. Start by taking a deep inhalation inward. And as you exhale, exhale slowly and in a controlled manner while making a steady humming sound like a bumblebee. Eyes are closed, the lips gently closed as well, with the teeth slightly separated. At the end of your exhale, inhale again deeply. And as you exhale, making this humming noise slowly and steadily. Keeping the teeth slightly separated from one another helps to amplify the vibration through the head space. See if you can tune into this vibration, or perhaps you'd like to bring your awareness to the space between the eyebrows. Inhaling deeply and exhaling with hummingbee breath at your own pace with your own breath. Continuing on. Beginning to release this practice by bringing the hands down and making your way onto the back into Shavasana. Really utilizing Shavasana to come down and relax, to allow the energy that we just flowed with within the body to settle in. Bringing the awareness once again to the heart center, Anahata chakra, and taking notice of the body, noticing any differences, subtle or gross. Even if you think it's nothing, just practicing that tuning in of the body and having a real connected awareness of something that has shifted from your practice. Resting here in Shavasana for as long as you like today. Thank you so much for joining me today for this heart-opening chakra yoga class. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.